Hello everybody. I'm not going to be getting around this video. This may be the most serious video I've ever made. I plan to make another one directly after this. Pretty serious, but I'm going to talk about something sort of personal and close to me. Obviously something tragic happened in the YouTube community recently, but I'll get into that. And obviously if you read the video title, you'll know, but if you don't, a a former Call of Duty commentator, I believe he means Borderlands 2, I'm sorry, not Battlefield, Borderlands 2, and still does zombies. I'm not gonna lie and say I was a huge fan. I used to be, but I got blocked by YOTESLAYA very early on in 2012, and I remember the video. I was homesick one day, and I was sitting on the couch, under a blanket. I had my tissues next to me, watching the Dead Island Let's Play by YOTESLAYA, and I went to my sub box. A new video was uploaded where he got a Moab on Resistance, and everybody knows his iconic entrance to his videos, his opening. It's "Hello, ladies and genitals," and he had his kid, I believe it was his youngest son. Cute kids, by the way. I'm not just saying that because I'm the pedal bear. I like kids up until the point that they can start talking quite a bit. That's the point where I start to dislike them. Anyway, I left a comment. I said, man, we got kids, and it's not good for them to be like that. Kids are, very easily influenced, especially by their father, and they don't fully comprehend what all this stuff means. They're going to go to school, they're going to start saying this stuff, and then they're going to start getting in trouble, and then you're going to feel bad because your kid got in trouble. I said, grow up a little bit, man. You need to stop this. And I remember the message. It has long since been deleted, but he was very polite in his response about how he was better than me, and how his kids were just fine, but that's not the point. Guy was an excellent YouTube creator. The amount of effort he put into his videos, legendary. If you would, and it's important you take ad blocker on, and I'll go over this again later on, search Moon Easter egg walkthrough tutorial. His video should be in the first 5 or 6. Watch it. I think it's like 20 minutes long. Hopefully you have an attention span that can suit a 20-minute video. But the amount of work that must have gone into that is legendary, I think. It was like 5 or 6 games of him completing the Easter egg with different people highlighting different parts of how to do it. I have never seen a better YouTube video. And whereas I stopped watching his videos mainly because he blocked me, and it left me a little salty, I'm not going to lie. I did watch his videos from time to time, but I didn't follow him, as religiously as I had. He was one of the guys in my inspirations, like he definitely belongs in there in a sense. Him and Syndicate, sorta, because I started the very first video. What got me into YouTube to start with was a Syndicate Pack-a-Punch All Guns walkthrough, and from Syndicate I found YOTESLAYA, the first 2 guys I ever watched, and I fell in love with him. I'm still subscribed to Syndicate, even though he's a little bit of a sellout. He makes some pretty good videos as well. He's, sort of resorted to the Trouble in Terrorist Town prop hunt. I know there are people into that, but he's sort of given up what made him popular. At least what I fell in love with, the Minecraft project. Although I hate Minecraft, I love watching him play. He covered Origins a little bit. Anyway, it's regardless. YOTESLAYA, rest in peace. But I have like a 5-minute build up here, and I plan this is going to be a longer one. This is getting under the influence and driving. YOTESLAYA died when his ex-brother-in-law and his ex-brother-in-law's Wife was in, or not wife, girlfriend was in the car, okay? They were all three drunk as far as I know, and Yoteslaya was trying to beat the train, get a little bit of thrills, whatever. And turns out he judged his distance wrong and the train hit him. All three are dead. This guy, he left behind a close to 600,000 YouTube channel, two small children, and if you gotta think about this, the guy had a dream job, okay? He got to make YouTube videos, him playing video games he liked, upload them, and he had a religious fan base. People who came back to him over and over again to watch. The guy had a good life. His two kids, bright individuals, okay? Cute kids. I've seen them. Seem like nice kids. Guy had a little bit of troubles with the ex-wife, but oh well, you know. And he gave it all up. Not only did he forfeit his own life, but he forfeited his ex-brother-in-law's, who was like his best friend, and his ex-brother-in-law's girlfriend, by choosing to get behind the wheel. And this isn't necessarily about drinking and driving, but I will tell you this. To those of you who get under the influence the right way and call a goddamn cab or have a designated driver, thank you. But to you sons of bitches who think, oh, I'm good enough at driving while drunk, you are assholes. You are. I despise you. And I'm not saying I despise Yoteslaya. Did he make some bad decisions? Yes. Was he an excellent YouTube content producer? Yes. Was he great at entertaining? Yes. Did he, you know, potentially leave a stain that can't be wiped off of his children's lives? Yes. You know, in the videos I've seen of him, and from what I could tell, Yoteslaya, he was real close with his kids, something even admirable in this day and age. There are a lot of people who just have kids and forget about them, you know, to hell with them, force them off on their grandparents, whatever. You know, they go get drunk, they go do their drugs, they go and party, they do whatever. And by the way, I'm not talking to people who can't, you know, take care of their children and give them up to adoption. To that, I find sort of admirable to, you know, but that'll be for a different video. If you're interested in that, subscribe for more. To like the 5 people that I get on average who view my videos, I don't know if this video will get any more or not. I expect it will, because it's sort of a broad topic, and you know, especially in the wake of this, people are going to be, you know, listening to videos about drinking and driving and stuff like that, I think. And I was going to make this video, and in the wake, I thought there's no better time. It's tragedy. It's tragedy because it's unnecessary. It shouldn't have happened. It's funny. People, you know, they have a few close to death experiences. They say, well, you know, I'm lucky. What happens when that luck runs out? Nobody is immortal. Nobody. One bad decision can always be the difference. Always. Especially something like this. If you go out and get drunk, I know people, you know, do drugs recreationally. Please, if you got a buzz, do not drive. If you have to go somewhere, if you have to, please call a cab. Or get a designated driver. You live out in the country, fine. Okay? Nobody goes out and drinks by themselves anyway. Who are we kidding? Except, you know, like the stereotypical middle-aged man, you know, who just had his wife leave him and stuff like that. You see in television shows. I don't know anybody who goes out drinking by themselves. Please, please have somebody who can drive. Either that, get a hotel, get a motel, whatever. You live in the city. I know a lot of people, live in the city who do this. Just find a nice quiet place, sleep it off. I don't mean go to an alley. I mean, get a hotel, get a designated driver, whatever you have to do. Please, 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 please. Anybody. And if I can talk any one person out of doing this, I'll be ecstatic. It is not worth risking your life. Do not ever think, ever, ever, ever think, this cannot happen to me. It can. And if you're not careful, it will. And to people who, YOLO, you only live once, I don't care, I'm gonna drink and drive anyway, fuck you too. You're doing life wrong. I'm just gonna go ahead and tell you, you're doing it wrong. In the description, I will have YOTESLAYA's most recent video. It's a Borderlands 2 video. It's about a hidden boss in Borderlands 2 with the new Borderlands 2 Bloody Harvest DLC. And listen, guys, he left behind a couple of small kids, 2 little boys. His videos are monetized. If you watch the ads, somebody's getting mailed that check. And it'll be what family he has. His kids probably gonna need to go through college one day. They got expenses too. They got bills to pay. I encourage you, even if you dislike YOTESLAYA, if you're a big fan, obviously I don't have to tell you, but to those of you, I use ad block. I can't blame you. It's convenient. Take it off. Go, maybe watch a couple of his videos and leave some comment, for the fan to see. Rest in peace, Yote. Rest in peace, Brian. We will miss you, Yote. Anything. Be supportive. They need it. And at least in my eyes, I think they're lucky. And you may say, well, how so? They have a lot of people who are willing to support them. And if they would start out, like some type of donate thing, some type, anything somebody could donate money to, we know that there are people out there who would help take care of them. And there were a lot of dedicated fans of YOTESLAYA out there who would have no problem donating. It's a tragedy. It's a shame that people they get a little bit above themselves and think they're immortal and that's bad things can't happen to them. It's a tragedy. It happens. I've been disappointed with this week. Been reading about kids going to school, killing teachers. Twice it's happened this week. So far. I get YouTube is where I come. I watch videos recreationally. It's what I do to relax. I don't watch television. I just get on YouTube. I watch gaming videos. I get on here. I see this sad news. And it bothers me. It really does. I know there are a lot of people out there who are bothered. Now, I know there were some guys who are like, yeah, YOTESLAYA was an asshole anyway, fuck him. Guys, listen. The guy... maybe he was a little bit too rough with his sense of humor at times. But he was kind to those who were kind to him. If you gave him a good deed, he repaid it back to you. Just one of those guys. And one bad decision, regardless of the fact that, and it bothers me a lot that he made a decision knowing he had 2 small boys like this. And I am by no means a fanboy. I will not say, oh, well, we need to respect him. Guys, yes, he was a good YouTube content producer, but you gotta think. He has left 2 small boys. without a father. Those boys loved him dearly, and it's not like, he didn't ever see him. He saw him often. Of course, they were split custody between him and his wife. I don't know if that changed in the last year. I don't think so. I don't know why it would. But if it's still the way it was split custody between him and his wife. Those boys loved him so much. You could just tell in the way they talked to him, and Yoteslaya was the way that he talked to them kids. He was a good father, and it's unfortunate that one bad choice has cost him his life, his best friend's life, and his best friend's girlfriend's wife. Wow, that makes no sense. I promise I can speak. It cost him his best friend's girlfriend life. It happens, and although it is a tragedy, and it happened to somebody who's, dear to a lot of people's hearts in this community, it's something that can't be changed. It can't be reversed. What's done is done. It's so sad. So sad that these things happen. I get a headache thinking about it. People, I've said it over and over again in this video, and I know you're getting tired of the repetition. Please be careful. It is not hard to avoid these stupid decisions is the key word. You have to deliberately decide to do this thing. Nobody is going to force you to drive while you're drunk. Driving is something that you have to manually do, okay? And drinking, it's totally overrated. I've been drunk. Okay? To those of you who wonder what it's like, those underage, or maybe those who just never messed around with it, it's totally overrated. It is. It's stupid. You aren't happy-go-lucky, good time at all. Okay? The headache is killer too. So, please, 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 do it for me. If you have to have somebody to do it for me. Do it for your children. Do it for your parents. Do it for your sisters. Do it for your brothers. Do it for your aunts. Do it for your nieces. Do it for anybody who cares for you. Guys, you don't have to like this video, but please go like Yoteslaya's video. Like I said, it'll be linked in the description. This is the longest video, sort of rambling. But please go leave a supportive comment. They need it in this time of crisis. I want to thank you for watching. And all this serious, bull, Thank you for taking the time. If you stay till the end of my close to 20-minute video, thank you. I don't know anybody who really watches videos that long. What are the attention spans out there sort of give out. But you watch to the end. Pat yourself on the back. And I love you guys. I do. Subscribe for more if you like what I do here. As of right now, all I do is I make videos of myself talking into this crappy webcam on the laptop that I use. It's Toshiba 2010 model. It's not the best, I believe. It's a 360p only. I'm working on getting it fixed, but as of right now, it's just me talking into the camera, talking about different topics. This one, unfortunately, it was one that's very near to a lot of people's hearts, and it's the most serious one I've talked about. I try to do these in good spirit, and this is in good spirit, but I mean, you can't joke about stuff like this. It's tragedy. It's tragedy. And it continues to happen every single day, and that's the tragic part of it. It's not only tragic because people die, it's tragic because of the stupid way that they die. a little winded. But if you enjoy what I do here, subscribe for more. Like the video if you enjoyed. Uh, and please be civil in the comments. Anybody, I don't want to see, to hell with YOTESLAYA or whatever. Guys, bury the hatchet. He did block me. But, I don't hold a grudge because he blocked me. I understand I was leaving comments that he didn't necessarily appreciate, so he didn't want to see him anymore and he blocked me. Well, I'm not going to say comments. I left a single comment. Most of the time it's like, great video, love you, Brian, stuff like that, but just trying to be supportive or whatever. And I guess I'll cover that in another video about constructive criticism and criticism in general on YouTube and where it belongs. Sorry guys if I sound a little sick. If it sounds like it, it's because I am. My throat is killing me right now. But once again, thank you for watching, and I'm just going to end this here before it goes any further. See you guys. I love you.